8:30, a man from Surprise paid a lot of money for his pickup truck, and he is not too happy about a recall and a big delay.
$3,200 pickup truck with 287,000 miles just outbid a 2021 model at auction. Mechanics are going out of business. I'm standing in Frank Rodriguez's auto repair shop in Phoenix, watching him turn away customers because their trucks never break down. Frank has been a mechanic for 34 years, but he's never seen anything like what's happening with certain older pickup trucks. I have customers with 300,000 plus mile trucks that come in once a year for oil changes, Frank tells me, looking frustrated. These trucks are so reliable that I can't make money fixing them. They're killing my business. The truck Frank's talking about is a 2004 Ford F-150 with the 4.6-liter V8. It belongs to contractor David Park, who bought it 3 years ago for $3,200 with 287,000 miles. Today it has 341,000 miles and has never had a major repair. This truck runs better than my neighbor's 2021 F-150, David says, patting the faded hood. And it cost me $200 annually to maintain instead of $600 monthly in payments. This is about the complete reversal of automotive economics, where older trucks are more valuable than newer ones because they actually work. But to understand how 3,500 pickup trucks are destroying the repair industry, you need to see the maintenance records that are shocking mechanics across America. David Park's 2004 F-150 has 341,000 miles and a maintenance history that reads like a mechanic's nightmare. In 3 years of ownership, David has spent exactly $847 on maintenance. Oil changes every 5,000 miles. One set of brake pads, one radiator replacement. That's it. I keep detailed records because people don't believe me, David explains, showing me a spreadsheet that tracks every penny spent on the truck. This truck costs me $282 annually to maintain. My neighbor's 2021 F-150 cost him $2,400 annually just for scheduled maintenance. The maintenance difference is staggering and real. David's 2004 F-150 has a naturally aspirated 4.6-liter V8 with simple fuel injection, no turbochargers to fail, no direct injection carbon buildup, no complex transmission with 8 or 10 speeds. Just proven technology from an era when Ford built trucks to last 400,000 plus miles. But here's what makes David's story shocking. Mechanics are actively trying to find problems with his truck. I take it to Frank's shop for oil changes, and he always does a complete inspection hoping to find something wrong, David says. He needs the work because trucks like mine don't generate repair revenue. Frank told me he wishes I'd buy a newer truck so he could make money fixing it. Therefore, David's worthless high-mileage truck has become more valuable than newer vehicles because it provides reliable transportation without the constant repair costs that modern trucks require. But the maintenance miracle extends beyond just David's truck to an entire generation of pickups that refuse to die. Jennifer Walsh runs a landscaping business with 8 vehicles. 5 years ago, she bought 3 2020 Silverados for her crew, thinking newer meant more reliable. All 3 have been plagued with transmission problems, electrical issues, and engine failures. I've spent $23,000 on warranty repairs in 5 years, Jennifer tells me. The trucks are constantly in the shop. My crews can't work when their vehicles are broken. Therefore, Jennifer started buying older F-150s and Silverados from the 2000 to 2008 era for her business fleet. She now owns 6 high-mileage trucks that cost less combined than one new Silverado and have never had a major breakdown. My 2005 F-150 with 298,000 miles is more reliable than my 2020 Silverado with 67,000 miles, Jennifer says. It's embarrassing, but it's true. But the maintenance miracle revealed something even more shocking about the repair industry. Frank Rodriguez's auto repair shop used to generate 60% of its revenue from pickup truck repairs. Now it's down to 15% because customers are keeping older trucks that rarely need fixing instead of buying newer trucks that constantly break down. I'm losing money because trucks have become too reliable, Frank admits. The 2000 to 2008 trucks never break. The 2015 plus trucks are always in the shop, but they're under warranty so I don't get the repair work. I'm caught in the middle with no revenue. Therefore, The repair industry is being destroyed by the reliability gap between older trucks that never break and newer trucks that break under warranty. Across America, independent mechanics are watching their businesses collapse as customers discover that certain older pickup trucks are so reliable they eliminate the need for regular repair services. Mike Patterson has owned Patterson's Auto Repair in Dallas for 28 years. His shop used to stay busy fixing pickup trucks with transmission problems, engine failures, and electrical issues. Now he's struggling to find work because customers are driving trucks that refuse to break down. I have customers with 2005 Silverados that come in once a year for oil changes and state inspections, Mike explains, standing in a service bay that used to be constantly occupied. These trucks are so reliable that I can't make a living fixing them. Mike's revenue has dropped 47% in the past 3 years, as customers abandon newer trucks in favor of older models that don't require constant repairs. The trucks that used to keep his shop busy have been replaced by vehicles that rarely need professional service. But Mike's struggle revealed something shocking about the reliability difference between truck generations. The 2000 to 2008 trucks were built to last, Mike explains. Simple engines, proven transmissions, reliable electrical systems. The manufacturers knew how to build trucks that worked. Then they started adding complexity, and everything went wrong. Mike's analysis is supported by reliability data that shows a dramatic decline in pickup truck dependability starting around 2010. Turbochargers, direct injection, complex transmissions, and electronic systems created failure points that didn't exist in earlier trucks. I make more money on one 2018 F-150 with turbo problems than I do on 10 2005 F-150s that never break, Mike says. But customers are learning to avoid the trucks that make me money. Therefore, mechanics are facing the paradox of wanting customers to buy unreliable trucks so they can stay in business, while customers are learning to buy reliable trucks that eliminate repair costs. But the mechanic's nightmare gets worse when you understand what's happening to parts availability. The older trucks that never break down use simple standardized parts that are readily available and inexpensive. When they do need repairs, customers can buy parts online and install them themselves or take them to any mechanic. A water pump for a 2005 F-150 costs $47 and takes 30 minutes to install, Mike explains. A water pump for a 2020 F-150 costs $340 and requires special tools and computer programming. Customers are choosing the trucks that don't make me money. The parts cost difference is driving customers toward older trucks that they can afford to maintain themselves, eliminating the need for professional repair services. But the most shocking aspect of the mechanic's nightmare is how it's affecting the entire automotive service industry. Auto parts stores are reporting 34% declines in pickup truck parts sales as customers keep older trucks running instead of buying newer trucks that require expensive repairs. Service departments at dealerships are losing revenue as customers avoid vehicles that need constant warranty work. The whole industry is built on trucks breaking down, explains industry analyst Maria Santos. When customers discover trucks that don't break, the entire service ecosystem collapses. Therefore, the reliability of older pickup trucks is destroying the business model that has sustained the automotive service industry for decades. While mechanics struggle with trucks that never break down, an underground network of informed buyers is quietly acquiring these reliable older pickups before the general public discovers their value. Carlos Martinez runs a construction company with 15 vehicles, and he's become an expert at finding and acquiring high-mileage trucks from the reliability sweet spot of 2000 to 2008. His strategy is simple. Buy proven reliable models from uninformed sellers who think high mileage means worthless. I bought a 2006 Silverado with 267,000 miles from an elderly man for $2,400, Carlos explains. He thought it was junk because of the mileage. I've put 89,000 additional miles on it with 0 major repairs. It's the most reliable truck in my fleet. Carlos's acquisition strategy illustrates the massive price gaps that exist in the high-mileage truck market. Uninformed sellers price based on age and mileage. Informed buyers price based on reliability and longevity. But Carlos's truck flipping operation revealed something even more valuable than profit opportunities. The contractors who buy these trucks from me become customers for life, Carlos says. They realize I understand what actually matters in a work truck. They send me their friends, their family, their employees. Therefore, the underground truck network isn't just about buying and selling vehicles. It's about building networks of people who understand the value of proven reliability over flashy features. The Facebook Marketplace has become the primary venue for high-mileage truck trading, and the listings reveal just how sophisticated buyers have become. 2005 F-150, 289,000 miles, 4.6-liter V8. Original owner, all maintenance records, timing chains done at 200,000, asking $3,800 firm, reads a typical listing that generated 73 responses in 4 hours. The buyers aren't just looking at price and mileage anymore. They're analyzing maintenance history, asking about specific repairs, and verifying that critical services have been performed. These are informed consumers who understand exactly what they're buying. But the most shocking aspect of the underground truck network is how it's spreading beyond pickup trucks. Sarah Chen started buying high-mileage F-55s for her landscaping business after her 2019 Silverados spent more time in the shop than on job sites. Now she's expanded into SUVs, vans, and even cars from the same reliability era. I have a 2004 Tahoe with 312,000 miles. That's more reliable than my neighbor's 2022 Suburban, Sarah says. Once you understand which years and models to target, you never want to buy anything new again. Sarah's fleet of high-mileage vehicles includes 3 F-150s, 2 Silverados, 1 Tahoe, and 1 express van. Combined, they cost her $18,400 and provide transportation for her business with minimal maintenance costs. My total monthly transportation cost is $240 for insurance and fuel, Sarah calculates. My competitor pays $2,347 monthly just for payments on 3 new trucks, plus insurance and maintenance. I'm saving over $25,000 annually. Therefore, the underground truck network is creating alternative transportation solutions that bypass the traditional automotive retail system entirely. Dealers across America are watching customers abandon new truck sales in favor of older, more reliable models, and their response reveals just how threatened they are by the high-mileage truck phenomenon. Tom Rodriguez runs a Ford dealership in Phoenix where new F-150 sales have dropped 67% in the past 2 years. Customers who used to trade trucks every 3 years are keeping their older F-150s indefinitely because they've learned that newer doesn't mean better. I have customers telling me they don't want new trucks because they're too complicated and unreliable, Tom explains, standing among rows of unsold 2024 F-150 They specifically ask for trucks from 2000 to 2008 because they trust that generation more than anything I can sell them. Tom's customer requests reveal the fundamental problem facing new truck sales. Informed buyers understand that truck reliability peaked 15 to 20 years ago, before manufacturers began prioritizing technology over durability. But Tom's panic reached new levels when he discovered what customers are actually paying for older trucks. I had a customer offer me $4,200 for a 2005 F-150 with 278,000 miles that I was going to wholesale for $1,800, Tom admits. He said he'd rather pay premium for proven reliability than get a deal on something that might break down. The customer's willingness to pay premium prices for high-mileage trucks reveals how completely the market has flipped. Older trucks with proven reliability are becoming more valuable than newer trucks with unproven technology. Therefore, dealers are losing customers to vehicles they consider worthless, proving that their understanding of value is completely disconnected from customer priorities. But the dealer panic intensified when they discovered the underground network that's driving demand for older trucks. Facebook groups like High Mileage Ford Trucks have grown to over 240,000 members sharing maintenance tips, reliability stories, and marketplace listings. Members post photos of odometers showing 300,000, 400,000, even 500,000 plus miles with original engines and transmissions. I just hit 467,000 miles on my 2004 F-150, reads one popular post with 3,200 likes. Original engine, original transmission, still runs like new. These online communities are educating buyers about which specific years and models to target, creating informed demand that dealers can't manipulate with marketing or financing incentives. Therefore, dealers are losing control of the narrative about truck reliability as customers share real-world data that contradicts manufacturer claims about newer being better. But the most shocking aspect of the dealer panic is how they're responding to the crisis. Some dealers are quietly buying high-mileage trucks from private parties and reselling them at premium prices to customers who specifically want older, more reliable vehicles. The profit margins are enormous because demand far exceeds supply. I bought a 2006 Silverado with 289,000 miles from a private party for $2,800, admits Mike Chen, a Chevrolet dealer in Dallas. I sold it 5 days later for $5,400 to a customer who specifically wanted that year and mileage range. Mike's $2,600 profit on a 19-year-old truck exceeds what he makes on most new truck sales after factoring in incentives and holdbacks. Therefore, dealers are abandoning new truck sales to focus on high-mileage truck arbitrage. Get my free guide. Avoid these 17 cars in 2025. By visiting the link in the description, these bulletproof trucks are the opposite of everything on that list. The widespread adoption of ultra-reliable older pickup trucks is creating a cascade effect that's destroying the entire automotive repair industry, from independent shops to dealership service departments. Frank Rodriguez's auto repair shop in Phoenix used to generate $340,000 annually in revenue, with pickup truck repairs accounting for 60% of his business. Now, his annual revenue has dropped to $187,000 as customers drive trucks that rarely need professional service. I'm losing $12,000 monthly because trucks have become too reliable, Frank explains, standing in service bays that used to be constantly occupied. The older trucks never break, and the newer trucks are under warranty, so I don't get the repair work. Frank's revenue collapse is typical of independent shops across America that depended on pickup truck repairs for profitability. The reliability gap between older trucks that never break and newer trucks that break under warranty has eliminated the middle market that sustained these businesses. But Frank's struggle revealed something shocking about the repair industry's business model. I need trucks to break down to stay in business, Frank admits. When customers buy reliable trucks that last 400,000 plus miles with minimal maintenance, I can't make money. The industry is built on planned obsolescence and regular failures. Frank's admission reveals the fundamental conflict between customer interests and repair industry profitability. Customers want reliable vehicles that rarely need service, but repair shops need unreliable vehicles that generate regular revenue. Therefore, the success of ultra-reliable older trucks is exposing the repair industry's dependence on vehicle failures rather than customer satisfaction. But the repair industry collapse extends beyond independent shops to dealership service departments. Mike Patterson's Ford dealership service department used to generate $2.1 million annually in revenue. Now, it's down to $1.3 million as customers keep older F-150s that rarely need professional service instead of buying newer trucks that require constant warranty work. Our service bays are half empty because customers are driving trucks that don't break, Mike explains. We're losing money on every service appointment because the trucks we're working on are so reliable they don't need much work. Mike's service department struggles illustrate how truck reliability is destroying the business model that has sustained dealership profitability for decades. Service revenue was supposed to offset declining new vehicle sales, but reliable older trucks eliminate both revenue streams. But the most shocking aspect of the repair industry collapse is how it's affecting employment. Auto repair shops across America are laying off technicians because there isn't enough work to keep them busy. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports a 23% decline in automotive technician employment in markets with high concentrations of older pickup trucks. I had to lay off 3 technicians last year, Frank explains. There just isn't enough repair work to justify keeping them employed. The trucks people are driving now are too reliable. The technician layoffs represent the elimination of skilled middle-class jobs that supported families and communities. These workers are struggling to find employment in other industries because their specialized automotive skills don't transfer easily. Therefore, The ultra-reliable older trucks that are saving customers money are destroying the livelihoods of thousands of automotive service workers. The $3,500 pickup trucks that are killing the repair industry represent more than just smart buying. They're leading a revolution that's changing how Americans think about transportation, reliability, and the relationship between consumers and the automotive industry. The numbers tell the story of a fundamental shift in truck ownership patterns. Sales of pickup trucks over 200,000 miles have increased 280% in the past 2 years, while sales of new trucks have declined 31%. Buyers are actively choosing proven reliability over unproven technology. I'd rather drive a 300,000-mile F-150 that I trust than a brand new truck that might leave me stranded, explains customer Robert Chen. Modern trucks are too complex, too expensive, and too unreliable for my needs. Robert's sentiment reflects a growing movement of Americans who are rejecting the idea that newer automatically means better. They have learned that truck technology peaked around 2000 to 2008 for reliability, before manufacturers began prioritizing features over durability. The last forever revolution is spreading beyond individual buyers to entire industries that depend on vehicle uptime. Construction companies, landscaping firms, and delivery services are abandoning new truck fleets in favor of proven older models. My insurance company loves my high-mileage fleet, says business owner Maria Santos. Older trucks cost less to insure, and my claims history shows they're involved in fewer accidents because they're simpler to operate and maintain. Therefore, the last forever revolution is creating economic advantages that extend far beyond purchase price and maintenance costs. But the most significant impact of the last forever revolution is how it's changing the relationship between consumers and automotive manufacturers. For decades, manufacturers convinced buyers that they needed new trucks every few years to stay current with technology and capability. The high-mileage truck movement proves that 15 to 20-year-old vehicles can provide better transportation than anything currently available. My 2005 Silverado is more capable than most new trucks because it's predictable, argues owner Carlos Martinez. I know exactly how it will behave in any situation. I can't say that about trucks with electronic stability control, automatic emergency braking, and other systems that might malfunction. Carlos's capability argument challenges the fundamental assumption that newer trucks are more capable. While modern trucks have more features, they also have more systems that can fail catastrophically, potentially creating dangerous situations. The last forever revolution is forcing manufacturers to confront the reality that their planned obsolescence strategy has backfired. Instead of creating loyal customers who upgrade regularly, they've created skeptical buyers who actively avoid new vehicles. The automotive industry taught us not to trust them, summarizes reliability expert Jennifer Walsh. They built trucks to fail after the warranty expired, then acted surprised when we stopped buying their products. The future belongs to buyers who understand that the best trucks have already been built. They're sitting in driveways with 200,000 plus miles, waiting for informed buyers to discover their value. While dealers struggle to sell new trucks at massive discounts, smart buyers are paying premium prices for proven reliability. The repair industry that's being killed by these trucks will adapt by focusing on the growing population of customers who are keeping their vehicles longer. Shops that understand older truck technology will thrive, while those that depend on constant failures will disappear. Next week, I'm revealing something that will shock you about what's happening to Toyota dealers while everyone focuses on domestic truck reliability. While Ford and Chevy struggle with complex new trucks, Toyota dealers are literally giving cars away for free, with 73% discounts on certain models. I'm talking about the surprising fact that even the most reliable brand in automotive history is struggling with sales. The information I'm going to share will help you understand which Toyota models to avoid and which deals are actually worth taking. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss that video, because the Toyota crisis is something nobody saw coming, and the opportunities it's creating won't last long. These $3,500 pickups last forever, but the deals on them won't. The question is whether you'll discover their value before everyone else does.